Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. If you haven't interviewed somebody in a long time, or if you haven't been interviewed in a long time, you're going to want to pay attention to this message. Look, back in the day, years ago, we used to really rely on technical interviews. I think we're all really comfortable and well familiar with technical interviews. Somebody looks at your resume and they start evaluating what you've done in the past and if you can do those things in the future with our organization. Because let's be honest, past performance is a great indication of future performance. Well, we've figured out some things, and many companies have, at least the ones that are moving forward in this world of ours, that that's not always the case, okay? Because there's something called culture that gets in the way. And if you are relying solely on someone's strengths to duplicate their efforts from the past in your organization, but that you don't know the kind of culture they were in, then you might not be able to ensure they can have the same success with you. And here's what I mean by that. Let's just say you're a jerk. You get along with jerks like you. In your last company, it was filled with jerks who just seemed to really gravitate towards each other and just like joking around and cutting up. And you had tremendous success over there. So then you do a technical interview with a new company, they fall in love with you, they say, great, we want you to do the same thing over here, and they kind of ignore this culture piece. Well, you join the new organization, and now you're with a bunch of passive aggressive people who might be a little more sensitive than the old company. Guess what? You're not going to have any success whatsoever, and it's all because of the culture, not because of your technical ability. So with that, we as recruiting professionals have gotten a couple of things. So there's one thing called emotional intelligence, EI, interviewing EQ, emotional quotient. The idea is that your IQ keeps the job, your EQ gets you the job. And these are the non-technical skills that really recruiters like me are starting to really focus on. There's usually about 10 of them. They're self-awareness, self-control, social skills, motivation, problem solving, empathy, influencing others, optimism and flexibility, and stress tolerance. So if you are aware that people are going to ask you questions around those things, you can be better prepared for the answer. Now, if you're an HR professional and you're just simply asking the question, tell me about a time when you said something inappropriate. That question is all around self-control, maybe also some self-awareness, okay? You were aware it was inappropriate, you said it, you lack the self-control to say it. If you ask that question, you're really missing the opportunity, if you don't ask any follow-up questions, to understand context. So HR professionals, if you're asking questions like this, follow-up questions are key, okay? I just gave a corporate training recently about this, and I'm going to do another one this week about this. It is key to understand not just the context. Context is important too, but your follow-up questions should be less about context, about the when and the where. It should be more about the why. They should be more questions about the motivations behind that. Because maybe if you said something you later regretted, maybe you said it to somebody that you've been holding a lot of anger inside for a long time, and it finally just blew because you are someone that avoids conflict. Maybe you didn't, you don't even know who this person was, and you're just a hothead, and now you figured out that this person's a computer when it comes to problem solving, or excuse me, conflict resolution. There's lots of things that you can go down the path of as you're exploring proper EI, EQ interviewing. If you are someone who's new to the job force and you haven't been properly trained in how to answer these questions, what these questions look like, I have personally written 39 questions that have to do with 12 different emotional intelligence traits that will help you. So let me know. As always, please be sure you subscribe to my Facebook, my YouTube, follow me on Instagram, because I give out tips and tricks every single day. I try to make sure that I spread it out over these different platforms. And now, coming soon to you, I've now been approved to also do live videos on LinkedIn. So that'll be the next thing. But in the meantime, I hope you're all doing well. I hope that little bit helped you. And if you want to know more, tune into my live broadcast, because they're going to get much more in depth than I can in 4.5 minutes. With that, take care, be safe. Thank you.